super last minute. We threw this together.
Anna and I were talking a little earlier. She's got tons of plans to make this an even more ambitious art center. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alan Cumming! Well, Club Cumming is how old now? 2 years old. And if you haven't been there, it's a wonderful performance space with a stage, which is nice.
Club Cumming was sort of a party that it started in my dressing room after Cabaret, and the last time I did that on Broadway. And when people, the best compliments when people say to me, "Oh, it feels like old New York." I love that. Like you know, a time when people were, it was not so delineated about what you did and where you went. It was a bit more mixed.
You know, I think that you are sort of in this, you know, group that includes like John Cameron Mitchell and Debbie Harry that are famous, you know, very famous personalities, but you still keep abreast, you know, with the downtown New York world, you know. Is that because you just have a real genuine interest in it, or is it that, you know, it's because of the kind of sensibility that you grew up with?
I think it's both these things, and also I live in the East Village. I've lived here for a long, long time. I love it. I feel it's like, it's sort of, feels to me like the last area in Manhattan that has, its identity is that it is mixed. That I feel it's, you know, economically, racially, everything, it's a very mixed neighborhood, and that, I love that. I don't want to be in a place where everyone is the same. And I just love it. I love that it's rich in, you know, history in terms of the arts and nightlife and culture and everything like that. And I think it's a lovely place.
So when you first came to New York, when you moved to New York, was that because of Broadway?
Yeah, I came to New York to do Cabaret.
When you moved to New York, you made such a splash though. Did you feel all of a sudden that you were like, I mean, it must have been great, you were like toast of the town, because you did make such, you know, a great impression.
It took me a long time later to understand what a big deal it had been, and what a splash it had been, and how I just think it hit at sort of a perfect storm of the content of the show, my personality, and just the way that New York was at that moment. It was really lovely though, but it was a lot. I was a little, you know, overwhelmed.
Do you get more recognition from The Good Wife than any other project?
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to tell over the years.
Does it depend on the age of the people too?
I used to be able to guess. Like people would come up and I would sort of mentally go, GoldenEye. Romeo Michelle sounds good.
When did you come out professionally? Were you always out, and did your sexual orientation ever affect your work in getting TV or film jobs?
I'd had some bad experiences with the tabloids in Britain in my previous relationships, and I was now having a relationship with a man. I just didn't want that to affect the same thing to happen to his family or my family. So that's when I did it, and I did it in a way where I thought it would be the best. I thought, like, I'm going to do this. I'll save it. I did it. I went on Out magazine. I went on the cover of Out magazine naked, and I talked about my sexuality in the way that I see it, because I still see it. That it's grey. It's not black and white. I don't.
All right, everybody. We'll be watching for Club Cumming Productions. You can go to Club Cumming right over on 6th Street, and of course, we can always keep up with Alan Cumming on his social media. Ladies and gentlemen, he was very, very generous to come here.